Paul, what was it like going up against your former team tonight?
Uh, it was. I mean, it's fun. It was fun. It's again, it's any other game, but it was fun just to see familiar faces, share some laughs, um, and just have good competition. I thought it was just great competition all across the board.
Paul, what was the message that you had for Terrence at the end of the game? I saw that you kind of went up to him and y'all shared a little moment there after the game was over.
Nah, I was just joking. Man, he playing defense all night. He went from guarding me, guarding Lou. He's just all over the place. And I just commended him for it. Told him just to stay healthy through it all, and keep doing what makes you special out there.
Well, a bit of a two-parter here. What was it like? You guys have, whether Kawhi's been in the lineup or you've been in the lineup, you guys have won games defensively, whether the offense has been there or not. What's it been like to be able to hang your head on defense? And then second, that last play design for you to get that three-pointer, did that work out exactly as you wanted to? Was that the
Uh, for the first question, I mean it's great. It's great to be able to win games on the defensive side because honestly, offensively, it's not going to be there every night. We're not going to have a 150 night on a regular basis. So it's great to win these games that you got to grind it out. And honestly, I think that's great for us to kind of build towards going late in the year. And then, yeah, that play was designed for me to be freed up, kind of misdirection to draw attention to Lou and J. Mike, and then Trez coming to clean me up on the other side.
Paul over here. What are some of the biggest things that you've learned about, kind of your teammates as you've gotten to kind of get yourself into the flow of things and starting to play with them a little bit more and go through drills and things of that sort?
I think it's tough. As much as I'm trying to get into a rhythm and find myself and bring what I bring to the game. I think what I found most and most impressive about my teammates is, I got guys that's been doing this and guys that are great and skilled and special. Lou Will, one of the best scorers. Trez is proven to be one of the best scorers at his position. It's just so many guys. Defensively, there's guys that do what I do and do it at a high level. I think it's a small, or not a small, but it's a gray area that I'm in where I'm trying to find myself and bring what I bring and still let those guys be great and special as well.
Paul, obviously you're still waiting on playing with Kawhi for the first time, but I wonder as you're playing the Thunder, you played with Andre Robertson 2 years ago when he was healthy, two really elite defensive wings. Does that give you a sense of what it might look like a little bit with Kawhi defensively?
Yeah. I think with both of us having matchups, both of us being able to play defensively and guard whoever the other person, kind of that safety zone up while the other guy is on the ball. It's a great preview. With Dre, those moments that we did have, and we started to find our rhythm last year or 2 years ago. But it is a kind of something of what it would look like.
Paul, sorry. Everybody knows what Trez does out there, but what are you learning about playing with him now that you're on the same side?
Again, he's skilled. I mean, he's skilled. He's great hands. Plays bigger than what he is. He contests. He takes charges. He brings the toughness. Great finisher. He's got the complete package and he's got a niche for this league. He's definitely got a niche and he knows his game. And those are the guys that do well when they know what they do and they do it at a high level.
Paul, in the back. Last year before your injury, you were hitting threes, I think, almost at a historic pace, taking, I think, 10 a game or something like that. Are you at all ever trying to keep track of how many shots you're attempting from threes? Is that an emphasis for you, or does it just kind of come naturally?
It just come naturally. I'm not that player that looks at the shots I'm taking and looks at statistics and percentages. I'm not that guy. I get lost in the game, and whatever happens, happens.
Hey, Paul, what was it like going up against Chris toward the end of the game on some of those possessions back and forth?
It was good. It's good. I think it's it's tough because again, I'm still getting used to this fast pace, this style. You know, and again, I haven't had practice time, so a lot of this pressure and on-ball stuff I'm still working on. You know, of using my dribble, timing my dribbles, using my steps, my footwork. All of that is still, you know, in process and still trying to work through. But you know, it's good. It's good. I'm seeing all types of defenders, from the small guards to guys at my position. It's great for me early on, because I'm only gonna get better with it. I'm only gonna figure out my timing, and it's good. I'm seeing all of this now.
Paul, you obviously got double teamed quite a bit tonight. When Kawhi does come back and you are both in a crunch time lineup, feasibly with Lou Williams, Trez, how do you see that maybe alleviating pressure on what defenses, how much they can focus on doubling you or doubling Kawhi?
Well, you can't do that. That's what's going to be tough, because you can't shrink the floor when you got me, Lou, Kawhi, Trez. You just can't shrink the floor. There's no way the guys can, take themselves out of the play defensively and try to face guard, or you just can't do that, because Lou, Kawhi, myself, whoever is getting that type of defense, we're gonna pick you apart, and we're gonna make plays offensively.
Paul, what did you think about the outcome of the trade from the Thunder standpoint? Obviously, you and Kawhi make a strong pair, but what the Thunder was able to get in terms of Shea and Danilo and the guys that they brought back tonight to play you, what did you think about how that's worked out for them?
I thought it worked out great for him. I think Shea is a future star, and he's proven that he can carry a load. He's gonna work. He's, from my indication, from what I heard of him being here, he works hard. He works on his game, and then him just being under CP, he's gonna learn so much. So they got a star, and Danilo is a proven scorer, big time scorer, and then the 100 picks that they got. Their future is bright. Sam Presti is a proven expert at drafting, and they're gonna be good. They're gonna be great in the future.
Paul, you've hit 4 3-pointers in the last 30 seconds. That's twice as much since last year than anybody else in the NBA. What's changed for you in the clutch? What are you feeling when you take these threes? And also, is there anything special about hitting it against your former team?
I didn't, I've said this before. I don't look at the numbers. I don't look at the statistics. I'm confident in whatever shot I take, whether I make or miss. It's part of the game. And I don't care if, I haven't made one, there was a big thing about, you can't make it in to win the games. And that stuff doesn't bother me. I'm out there to play hard, and I'm out there to win games. I feel confident in every shot I take. It's up to me to make it or to miss it. So again, that type of stuff don't bother me, and it's nothing special about it. I wanted this game. We wanted to win, regardless who the opponent was. We want to keep this thing going, and we're in a great position. Fact of the matter is, we've yet to play a game with a full roster and a full lineup. So, we'll take these wins. We'll take the ugly ones.
Paul, as you all continue to build and grow, how important is it for you all to have these tough games, battle through these tough games?
Very important. Very important. Again, these are the games that's going to build, the character in this group. We find ways to battle it out when the offense isn't going. We find ways to come up with big plays at the end. It's going to carry over. Again, we don't want the games where we get to score 150. As great as it is, we'll have times within a year where we just have an offensive explosion. But for the most part, we're going to get every team's best shot, and we got to prepare for the big games.